G'day, today we're going to play the weekly challenge in Mini Motorways right at the end of the week. This time we've only got 13 hours left before it's all over. This one is set in London, means we have motorways and trainways. So we start with all 9 motorways. Some colours of destinations are always circles. Only one choice of upgrade is offered. Okay. Let's get speeding away. Lovely to have a house already on the same side as that guy. Especially in such a tiny little area that those two are living in. As opposed to that. Okay, so let's get this guy to roll. That way. Maybe let's do that. Feels like it's a little bit cleaner. Although it does block around this yellow, and we do want to give this yellow house a chance to have more stuff, so let's leave that sort of gap there. Now whether we want to just sort of do that for now, so this guy can just use the furthest back purple house. So the priority for our destination on the right is going to be the houses on the right. Our priority for the station is going to be the ones on the left. So, I mean, with what's just happened here, what we probably want to do is just wait to see where they give us a second greenhouse. There we go. As long as we can just block out that area. We're going to get one as awkward a spot. Hopefully we'll get a third. What we got here is anything to go by. Also something I don't feel like I see very often, that we've got a green destination before we actually have a proper yellow one too. Usually we're just spending weeks with just yellow and purple destinations. It's a real waiting game at this stage. Nothing happening, is it? One of the sets of this was we've got some destinations that are always destinations, always circular destinations, right? Which I assume yellow is going to be. Just waiting for one to show up, because you can see of how long this has been going. We've delivered 29, 30 packages. I want a circular destination to get that really chugging along. Do have 3 bridges, so this guy coming that way is going to be nice. Do that real quick. Don't have a roundabout to sort of set that up as a permanent fix. We also don't have the land space to divide these two guys anymore, like sort of evenly. I'm going to do that too, just to sort of reserve that corner for if we do get a roundabout. Certain that this is going at the fastest speed. It's just real low intensity at this point. It's like a real waste of a bridge for that green guy, but you can have it for now. And it's going to be a real slog here if I'm just going to be given pile of traffic lights to do nothing with. I've said it before, sometimes I do wish that there was a way to speed up the initial weeks of mini motorways, because this can be a real drag. Alright, so we're saying goodbye to that greenhouse. And we're getting this guy across that way. We're also saying goodbye to that purple house. we are going to be on a real dangerous lean schedule here. We do have all 9 motorways though, so we can pull that recovery if we need to. This is the roundabout we've wanted. Alright, so we'll shift that guy that way. We'll move him that way. Do that with that guy. Finally, we've got our circular yellow destinations. Those 2 houses are in a real nice position for him. I mean, he's not connected to that, is he? So we'd have to do a sort of double cross connection there. He's not going to survive without those 2 guys if he's only getting that 1 extra house, though. So let's... Not going to get a bridge anyway. Oh, we desperately need bridges. We went from a moment of just being absolutely spoilt for him to having major problems. At least we have our some circular destinations though, so we're really going to start moving and shaking. Great, that bridge there. Okay. This guy we're going to turn around. And also you can't have your bridge yet. That's sort of more concept building I think that we did there. These 2 guys... This guy's going to have to cut up. And then we'll go across that way. So then this guy can go down. Gain that bridge. Should be pretty quick because they've already got an alternate route. So as soon as this guy's off the bridge, they'll be fine. So we still need 2 more bridges. This green that we have sort of trapped in the middle here, he doesn't need to be connected to anything anymore. Because this green destination in the bottom right now has 2 houses. I would still really like to put this purple back connected because he's by far the closest house, and purple's running on a really weird little lean tight chip of 5 guys for 3 locations. And then I also want this yellow to be connected back in to help out with what's going on. Crazy how many houses Pink got for their 1 destination. Okay. Bridge. Next bridge is going to yellow. You can see that guy is going straight to work. I don't think I particularly have a choice of them. The lone guy down here could possibly do that job, but we'd just need to have a bridge in order to get him out, because he can't run sort of along the train line. I mean, that's a real problem solver, this guy. With the exception of our desperate need for more bridges. I do realize I've got so many motorways that I could use them, even use them as like fill-in spots, like placeholders. And then these two guys suddenly get a new gig. But now these two guys can run this way. They're actually pretty lean on road tiles too. I think it's not shy about just giving us as many houses as possible. Give me some bridges. I mean, luckily I don't need a bridge here anymore. That guy can go. And again, if we did have a bridge here, we could just... So, really, these guys here, I think, should be looking after this guy. These guys here now become this guy's location. Disappointed the purples are coming down here. I was hoping we'd get the purples in this sort of gap there. I don't know why, but this one's really feeling like it's slow going. It's a bridge too, so... Well, as soon as we got that bridge, and it seemed like we were about to have the option to run... run someone new. I think we've got to turn these guys around. I think they now become the owners of those bridges. We do gain a bridge back there. If we went these two guys, even temporarily... They could do that with one bridge that we're about to gain. So desperately starting to need this guy to actually be part of this. This yellow here gets these two guys out of that situation. That guy went circular real quick. Yeah, great. More traffic. Let's just stack them on here. Alright, yellow is now going to be our next little problem. It's a weird setup. I don't know if I need to use a roundabout for that cleaner. There's three guys at the back. I don't have another bridge, so I can't sort of shift that in a cleaner way. Yellow for here. We've got this one guy. Great. It's a second yellow guy to give him support. And that's yellow covered for down here. I think though that what we need to do is shift that across. We need to get this guy in here. Still, so many places are at the mercy of the train going around, but no one seems to have been too bothered by it, which is good. Great, so there's our bridge to bring this guy back, and now he gets to bring a friend with him. This guy I actually kind of would like to have a bridge too, because if I could have him up north... let me think about this for a second. I kind of think that I want to do this, especially with this guy starting to panic a little bit. I want to say these two guys here, you are solely for that one guy. 4 guys at the top, you are dedicated. You were focused on the other guy. In fact, I want to get rid of, I think, this connection. Do that. We're going to give 1 purple to that guy at the top. The other 3 are all going to be focused on him. And really, like, work this out, right? We can cut him. That. Get rid of that and that. These guys just do that. This guy here, run in there. As soon as we get that roundabout, we'll supply that to those guys. A lot of pink at the top. Much of anything. I think because those are 2 circular destinations down the bottom, I'm going to grab these guys and we're going to get them to go down there and we'll get rid of that. We also need to do a weird little build around there so that these guys don't just stop going because there's a roundabout in the way, which they normally will, so you can see how many of them are going up around that top option. We really want that. Yeah, that guy's an easy solve. Really want this roundabout back quick though. We're getting a lot of houses real fast here. Great, okay, that roundabout's gone. So the roundabout we're going to put in here. There. That can connect in that way. These guys can connect like that. We'll actually get those to split 2, and then we've got that option. It means we can then get rid of that. We can also get rid of that. Don't know how to get that guy to connect without it being messy. I guess we can use a sort of traffic lights, because he'll be the last option, so that light will primarily stay green. Alright, these guys we're going to pull out. They are going to get a motorway and it's going to run to there. So many greenhouses as well for really not that much in the way of need for green. This guy with the removal of that pink network has actually gained a lot of nice real estate for pink houses. Let's drop this down that. Got a couple of bridges now, so that guy is set. Obviously also have these guys come across here. Very brief panic this guy had. So what we could also do here is we can do... Now as sort of previously. This can also cause a problem that guys will just won't go because they think they can't go through that roundabout. So we're just going to build that bridge real temporary. To let them go clear. Okay. Keep an eye on this guy. We've got so many greenhouses though, like, we do have some options here if we need. These guys, I think we're going to have to give a motorway. I don't think we've got much choice for access over there. Great, that red house there solves these guys' problems, so we don't really need anyone else getting to this section. This guy's gone circular, and that's going to be a problem at some point. We're now just getting the most scattering of purple houses too. No one who's just got like a really nonsense path that I could use that could get them to connect to this train station. Because even if I could just get one or two guys that could run on a weird way that sort of means they end up being able to connect to that, sure. And then I can put a fourth house to this guy. Can I give you a weird route? I think I can. Okay, so we go, these guys cut down and then do that instead. We can do this. Oh, there's a purple guy right there. That made that so much faster as a problem. But then what we can do is we can take this guy and go straight up there, and then that also adds that yellow guy to this guy's support team as well. That green down the bottom is our problem. We have so many greenhouses at the top, like I said, that can certainly come and lend a hand. So there's no point in letting him sort of like tempt fate the whole time. Let's give him that support. Great, another purple house there, so we don't need that anymore. We'll reclaim that bridge because we're so in need. I'll keep an eye on how this guy, this circular red in the middle's going, because we could probably also be a candidate for a roundabout, that for a motorway, that guy. That pink as well. I think pink's just having a little surge at the moment. Let's put a motorway to these guys, and then we'll just bounce them over there. So we're not going to like fix the current setup. We're just going to give them a little bit of a support platform. Okay, all of these greens that are connected to this network here, I'm going to have you run this way as well. That doesn't connect to anyone green, so it doesn't matter if they share that brief little notch with those three houses. This guy here's just gone circular. This guy here is going fast. We have a lot of purple houses on this road. I think it's 3. 3 guys that connect to that road. So let's try and get them to go just do some quick support. Actually, there's this 4th guy down here too. Obviously the train being there is going to cause them problems as well. Okay, so then we have another circular pink destination over here. So we need to get someone pink down to this way. Let's who have we got as pink options? We've got 5 guys down here. We've got this many dudes at the top. What if we take these guys and bounce them to this side? I do want them to actually connect into where that one currently is. We're going to move these guys over there. That does mean that we've got to wait for that that to sort of disappear from the other end. So while we're waiting for that, we're going to put line 7 there as a backup so that guy doesn't just, like, die. This purple guy at the top is cooked, though. We could do with him. I think that purple, if we just have a look at the map, will we lean on purple locations? I mean, he was doing fine. I think this guy was just struggling with his... I mean, he had the available houses, and then this probably would have been causing him a problem, but I don't know if I could have fit a roundabout in that section too. So, I mean, we'll just have to take out 3495. Let's see, right at the end of the week, how that holds up. Wow, bad. Holds up bad. 645. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.